Hello, dear students of the 6th elementary grade, and welcome to a new episode of our program. Once again, we come to you for another episode of science, and on this episode, we'll be studying the last unit, Unit 4, transmission and absorption of water and mineral salts through plants with our teacher of science, Mr. Nader Nassim. Hello, Mr. Nader, and welcome to the program.
Hello, thank you. Welcome to.
Okay, Mr. Nader, let us begin by you know what we're going to do. Just give us a summary of what we're going to do.
Today we will not begin. We will not end our syllabus.
Yeah.
Okay. Today the last
it's
lesson.
The beginning of the end.
Yeah, the beginning of the end. Okay. We will study and explain the last lesson of our syllabus today, which deal with the absorption and transmission of water and mineral salts through plant. اسمه درس كبير شوية, but it's a very interesting and easy lesson at the same time.
And everybody can call us on our phone number 257-561-87. And we've also got some questions that you posted on our group, so we'll be doing many things on this episode. Okay, Mr. Nader, what shall we begin with?
Okay, so we will begin with what the plant do to make its food. Okay, we all know that the plant make a very important process, a very interesting process, which is called photosynthesis process. Okay, عملية البناء الضوئي, which we have studied in primary 4 and primary 5. We have studied in this process the plant carry a very important process that absorbs sunlight, but by chloroplast absorb water and mineral salts from the soil, and also the green matter which exists in the plant itself, and also the carbon dioxide gas from the air, so the plant can make its food in a photosynthesis process or in a process called photosynthesis process. So let us summarize this process. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
The plant, or any plant, the plant carry out photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis, okay, process by what? It needs 4 conditions. بيحتاج 4 شروط أو 4 عوامل for photosynthesis process, which are: number 1, carbon dioxide gas from air. Carbon dioxide gas from air. Number 2, sunlight. Number 2, sunlight. Okay. Number 3, water and mineral salts. Water and mineral salts from soil. Water and mineral salts from soil. At last, the green matter, which is called chlorophyll, which is found in the plant itself. The green matter, which is found in the plant itself. Okay, the green matter which is called chlorophyll. Okay, so again the plant carries out photosynthesis process by the help of main 4 raw materials, مواد خام, raw materials, which are carbon dioxide from air, water and mineral salts from the soil, sunlight, and also the green matter which is found in the plant itself, in the green plantid or the chloroplast, which we will study in primary 4 in the plant cell structure. Also, what are the mineral salts the plant need? What are the mineral salts the plant need? We have many important mineral salts that the plant need, such as number 1, phosphorus. Number 2, calcium. Number 3, for example, magnesium. Number 4, zinc, iron, nitrogen, and all of them, for example. Okay, we have mineral salts for the plant it needs, such as phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, zinc, iron, magnesium, or nitrogen, or potassium, and so on. We have, or the plant needs mineral salts from the soil, such as those examples. Okay, so what are the structure of any plant? The structure of a plant, the plant consists of 2 main parts, which are the root system, which we'll study them in details today, and the shoot system, which we'll study in other stage, preparatory stage or secondary stage. Again, today we will focus, هنعمل تركيز النهارده على root system, which absorb the water and mineral salts from the soil. So the plant contains, or the plant consists of 2 main parts, which are أي plant بيكون من جزئين. الجزء اللي under the soil بنسميه root system. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
يبقى هنقسم كل plant ل 2 parts, which are root system and shoot system. Okay, root system is the part that is under the soil, but shoot system is the part that is above the soil. Today we will study in focus, in details, the root system, which is the part under the soil, أو بنسميه المجموع الجذري. Again, we will study in details the root system, which is the part of the plant that is found under the soil. Again, is the part of the plant is found under the soil. So, what is the structure of the root system? We know that the root system contains of main root, الجذر الرئيسي, main root, and other branches which are called root hairs or secondary root. Again, root hairs أو هنسميها شعيرات جذرية. So again, the plant contains consists of two main parts, which are shoot system and root system. Root system contains two main parts, which are the main root, الجذر الرئيسي, the main root, and root hairs. So what is the structure of the root hair? If we have a section in the root hair, لو أخذنا section في root system أو في root hair, we'll study that, or we'll find that it contains four main layers. هتكون 4 طبقات, 4 main layers, which are in order epidermis, cortex, xylem, and pith. Again, epidermis أول طبقة بنسميها epidermis, second layer which is called cortex, the third layer which is called xylem, the fourth layer which is called the pith. أسماء يمكن غريبة شوية أو مرة نسمعها because they are from Latin language, not from English language. Okay. So now, Mr. Yasser, let me draw a section for the root system. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So the root hairs absorb what from the soil?
Absorb water and mineral salts, surely. Yeah. Okay.
Water and mineral salts.
Yes. We will study more for about the root hair today.
Yeah.
Okay. But at first, let me draw the structure of the section of the root and the root hair. Okay. Imagine that the root, I have a section from it. I have cross section. يعني كأني عندي شريحة من المقطع الجذري. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, or the first layer, which is called the epidermis. Okay. It's like this cells. Epidermis. The second layer, which is bigger, is called cortex. This layer is called cortex. Okay. But the last row of this layer, يعني آخر صف الطبقة ديت بنسميه endodermis. Okay. Endodermis, but it's not a layer. Okay. يبقى هنا قلنا first layer اسمها epidermis, number 1. Second layer cortex, number 2. But endodermis is not a layer. هي مش طبقة, هي جزء من الطبقة الثانية اللي سميناها endodermis. The third layer, الطبقة الثالثة, which is like the brick of houses, شبه كده الطوب اللي بيبنوا بالمباني, بنسميها xylem. And this layer is very important for absorption of water. The last layer is called the pith. أو بنسميها اللحاء. Again, we have 4 layers up till now. The first layer is called epidermis. Second layer is called cortex. The third layer is called xylem. And the fourth layer is called the pith. So we have 4 layers in the root system or in the root section, which are epidermis, cortex, xylem, and pith. So what about the endodermis? Endodermis is the last row of the cortex. هي آخر صف من طبقة القشرة اللي بنسميها cortex, أو الطبقة الثانية اللي بنسميها cortex. Again, we have 4 layers in the root section, which are epidermis, cortex, xylem, and at last pith. Again, epidermis, number 1. Cortex, number 2. Number 3 is the xylem, a wood layer, ممكن أسميها wood layer, and the last layer is called the pith. Okay, so now let's study the function of the root system. Root system has many functions for the plant and important function at the same time. So we can summarize those functions in 3 functions only. The functions of the root system. Number 1, as you know, root system is used for fixing the plant or fix the plant in the soil. Fix the plant. Okay, Mr. Yasser, can you guess another function for the root? I said it for a while. The root,
it feeds the plant.
Okay, it absorbs water and salts from the plant. Very good. So it absorbs water, and mineral salts from the plant, from the soil, sorry. Okay. At last, number 3, it searches for water. Root system, or the main root and second roots and hair roots, as you said, search for underground water or for rainwater, for water mainly in the soil or
How
from
does
the
that
soil.
happen?
By osmosis process, and we'll study it in detail because it's a very complicated mechanical process happen in the root system, okay, from the soil. So now we have three functions for the root. We have three functions for the root. They are fix the plant, بيثبت نبات في التربة, absorb water and mineral salts from the soil, and at last search water from this, or search water from the soil for the plant. Okay?
So how can a question be posed here?
A question be posed here, for example, what are the function of the root system, or what are the rules of the root system for feeding the plant, as you said from a while. Okay, so we can say that the root system fixes the plant in the soil, the root system absorbs water and mineral salts from the soil, and at last root system, or root mainly, search for water and mineral salts in the soil. Okay, so now we have many functions for the root. They are fixing the plant in the soil, they are absorbing water and searching for water. So now let's study the root hair, the miracles of root hair, معجزات الروت hair. Okay, وإنجاز التعبير يعني. Okay, so root hair is a small structure that extend from the root. Again, root hair أو الشعرة الجذرية هي جزء صغير جدا extend from the root. What is the function of the root hair? Let me draw a very simple structure for it and know what are the structure of the root hair. Okay, root hair is like this or this. Okay. Okay, so now they are all the root hair, and as I said, the root hair has many miracles, for the plant. Like what? Number one, okay, Mr. Yasser.
Yeah.
They extend from root, or from the main root.
The stem, the main stem.
Yeah, in the soil. They extend from the main root in the soil. Why? As I said, to absorb water. Okay, so they must have big vacuole. What are the vacuole? The vacuole is the part of the cell that stores juice or liquid. So surely the root hair must have, or the root hair cells must have big vacuole. Why? To store more juice and more water for the plant, for the whole plant. Okay, so they have, number two, they have big vacuoles to store water for the plant. Okay. So the second, that's the first miracle for the root hair. Second miracle is that it secretes viscous substance or sticky substance. You remember the question I was asked the last episode from a parent of a pupil.
What was the question?
The question was that give reason the root hair secretes viscous substance or secretes sticky substance. So it's another miracle. دي معجزة ثانية في الروت hair. The root hair secretes viscous substance or sticky substance or resinous substance, مادة صمغية أو مادة لزجة, to allow penetration in the soil easily. So here we have a very important give reason question in this point. Okay, look here, the question says that give reason the root hair secretes a sticky substance or a viscous substance. Okay, a sticky, or between brackets a viscous substance. Okay, viscous substance. You can see the answer, Mr. Yasser. I think you know the answer now.
To make
to make the penetration.
To make the penetration easier.
Yeah, to make
the penetration
process through what? Through soil. Because you know that soil particles are very hard. They consist of clay, silt, gravel, sand, dust, and so on. So,
or in other words, to be able to penetrate the soil.
To be able to penetrate, to allow penetration, to ease penetration, and so on. So to make the penetration process through the soil easily for the root hair, Okay, so it's a very important point in the root hair that it secretes a very important viscous substance or sticky substance to allow the penetration from the soil, or to allow the penetration of the root hair inside the soil. Again, it's a very important process that the plant make, or the root hair make, to allow penetration in the soil, okay. So we have another miracle أو معجزة أخرى in the root hair, that is its age doesn't exceed a few days. It has very short age. Why? Because it's slough from time to time. Why? Okay, let us see now. We can see that the root hair has short age. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
Okay, after a while, give me chance to prepare a very important video about this process, which is called osmosis process.
It is short-lived.
Yeah, short-lived or short age. Why? يعني عمرها قصير. Because it sloughs from time to time. Okay, because it sloughs. Okay, can you give me another meaning for sloughs? It make friction with the soil. تنسلخ.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes slough or it makes friction with the soil, so it sloughs from time to time.
It can be worn out.
Yeah, can be worn out. Okay, from time to time. Why? Due to friction.
Because it's vulnerable.
Yeah, it's vulnerable, and it renewed itself from time to time. Okay, it renewed itself.
Fragile.
Yeah. Fragile. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So due to the friction with the soil, it sloughs تنسلخ, and it has short age for this reason. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, the root hair has short age. Why? Because it sloughs from time to time due to the friction with the soil.
But is it substituted soon by another one?
Substituted by another one, and I said that it renewed itself by a new one because it has short age and it doesn't live for more than I think 6 or 7 days, maximum 9 days. Okay, maximum 9 or 10 days. Okay, so now let me prepare now a very important video about the penetration and absorption and also the transmission of water and mineral salts through the soil.
Yeah.
Okay.
This must be really interesting to see the penetration process itself taking place. Mr. Neder is gonna show how this penetration takes place. Yes, Mr. Neder,
Okay,
are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready now. Okay, Mr. Yasser, look here. We have a short video and a very important video at the same time about the transmission of water and mineral salts through the soil, from the root or from the soil to the root, then to the stem and the rest of the plant. Okay, so now let's see the video with ourselves. نشوف مع بعض الفيديو.
Yeah, let's see the video. Yeah, Mr. Hassan, please, could you play the video, Mr.
Okay,
Neder?
the video is ready. The video is ready now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's the video. Here is the plant. Here is the two parts of the plant, as I said, the root system and the shoot system. Look here, there is water and there is rainwater. The amount of water provided to the plant differ from time to time. Here is the main root. Okay, and the root hair. Okay, this is the structure of the root hair. As I said, it contains or it consists of 4 parts or 4 layers, which are the epidermis. Epidermis, that's the orange layer. Look here, Mr. Yasser, that's the epidermis, and the blue layer is the cortex. The layer after that is the xylem, and after that the pith layer. We have 4 layers in the root section. Okay, they are epidermis, cortex, xylem, and at last the pith. Water passes from the root hair here, then to the xylem, to the epidermis and to the cortex, and at last to the xylem, to go from the root to the stem. Okay, to go from the root to the stem. So water can pass from the root to stem to make photosynthesis process in the factory of the plant food, which is called the leaf. ممكن نسمي ورقة نبات أو the leaf of the plant, the factory that make photosynthesis process. Okay, so here I have a very important section or cross section for the plant, which consists of main 4 parts, which are epidermis, the outer layer, which is the orange layer, epidermis, the cortex, all this layer is the cortex. This the endodermis, the last row of the cortex, and this is the xylem, the yellow layer, and the red layer inside is the pith. So where or from where water can pass from the root to the stem? From the xylem layer or the third layer, الطبقة الثالثة اللي بنسميها xylem or wood layer, that passes water from the root to the stem. So now we have watched a very important process which is called absorption of water.
Yeah, it's like the xylem of the elephant.
Not xylem of the elephant. Okay, that we have watched a very important process which is called transmission of water from the soil through the root to the stem through the xylem layer. Xylem معناها Mr. Yasser wood layer. Xylem in Latin means wood. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can say that you have a desk from xylem. Okay. Yeah, a table from xylem, not from wood. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So now we have 4 layers, as I said. They are epidermis number 1, cortex number 2, and the third layer, which is the most important layer, is xylem. Look here, Mr. Yasser. Look here, please, on this video. What is the thing that is absorbed from the root to the stem?
The water.
Yeah, the water, surely. Look here, the water rises from the wood, or from the root wood to the wood stem, or from the root to the stem. Okay?
Does the stem purify the water?
No, the root, that is the thing that how is the has membrane.
Yeah, I mean the root. Sorry.
The root, yeah, purify the water, but not 100% purifying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we must take care of the water of irrigation. Okay, because the root
because it can be salty.
Yeah, it can be salty. It can
be let us say polluted,
dirty, and so on. Okay. So now here, look here, the water with the green color passes from the root to the stem by a very important process which is called absorption and transmission of water through the root hair. Okay, through the root hair and the root itself to the stem. Okay, so now let's back to our lesson and explain and return back to our lesson and explain the rest of the lesson. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah. Can we just receive a phone call first?
Okay.
Yeah, we've got Asma''s parent. أهلا وسهلا بحضرتك.
اهلا وسهلا، مساء الخير.
مساء الخير.
معلش كان عندي سؤال. هو جه في بورسعيد السنه اللي فاتت. هو عن التوتال سولار اكليبس. بيقول the total solar eclipse is formed in the dash area of the moon on the earth. اللي تشوز اللي تحت شادو او كون شادو. انا عايزه اعرف هو الشادو مش هو نفسه الكون شادو؟
اوكي.
والاجابه هتكون ايه بالظبط؟
Okay. Again, the question, please. Total solar eclipse occurs.
The total solar eclipse is formed in the dash. أيوة. In the dash area of the moon.
Area of the moon.
On the earth.
On the earth.
Okay. اللي تشوز اللي تحت shadow, cone shadow, penumbra.
Cone shadow.
أيوة.
Cone shadow. Okay. Penumbra.
penumbra. هما 3 shadow, cone shadow, penumbra.
Shadow. Okay, shadow, cone shadow, penumbra.
أيوة.
They are the same meaning. Shadow is the cone shadow.
ما هو للأسف هي حتى في محافظة بورسعيد.
أعتقد ربما يكون في mistake في الquestion دوت يعني.
طب أوكي خلاص.
هو they are the same meaning. We know that the shadow is the same meaning with the cone shadow.
طب اوكي ميرسي. يبقى هو في غلط مطبعي.
ربما يكون في خطأ مطبعي.
اوكي شكرا لحضرتك. في برضه رانيا كمال مازن بتقول the whole sun enters the extensions of the cone umbra area.
The whole?
What happened?
Yeah. Okay, let me write this question, Mr. Yasser.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. I'm trying to relate to the topics, you know.
Okay.
So the whole sun.
The whole
sun.
Sun.
Yeah. Enters in the extensions of the cone umbra area.
The whole sun or the whole?
Sun, S-U-N.
Yeah, no, it's wrong question.
Yeah.
The whole, okay, I will write this question.
What happens? Yeah, okay. The whole sun enters in the extensions of the cone umbra area.
In the extension?
Maybe she means the sun is straight?
No.
No?
We
Okay.
said that the sun is impossible to be in the extension. The moon or the earth will be in the extension.
So what happens?
What happened? Okay, the question is the whole sun enters in the extension of the
cone umbra area.
cone umbra area of what?
That's it.
Area. Okay, area of I can guess area of the moon. Okay, and the question must be converted. This is not the sun, truly not the sun. It will be the earth.
The earth.
Or it will be the moon, and this will be the earth. Okay, with Mr. Yasser here. If the first word sun will be replaced by the earth, the last word moon will be replaced by the earth. Okay, so if the earth enters the extension of the cone umbra area of the moon, it will cause, the answer will be, it will cause annular solar eclipse. Okay?
Yeah.
But here I must notice that the whole earth, not the whole sun.
The whole earth.
The sun is impossible to be between the earth and the moon, Mr.
ده
Yasser.
كان سؤال من رانيا كمال مازن. يعني هنا اعتقد مستر نادر وضح النقطة دي. معانا اتصال.
And the question also is not completed, Mr. Yasser.
Yeah.
It said that the cone umbra area of what?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah. Okay.
It must be completed.
ملك ازيك?
Alhamdulillah.
Do you have any questions?
No, I want to be asked.
You want to be asked?
Yes.
Okay. Malak wants to be asked, Mr. Nader.
Okay,
And I
Malak.
have a question for her, and that could help because we received these questions. All right. احنا معانا سؤال يا ملك من شريف خالد مصطفى من على جروب برنامجنا على الفيسبوك بيقول what would happen? There is no discovery for telescopes.
We can't be observing the space.
Again, Malak, please, could not hear you.
We can't observe the space.
We can't observe the space clearly.
What else?
We cannot understand astronomical phenomena like
Which
solar
happens.
eclipse,
Yes.
lunar eclipse, and so on.
Yes.
Okay, Malak?
So could you repeat the answer?
Okay, and
Mr.
again,
Nader?
Malak, the answer again will be that we cannot observe the space, and
space.
also we cannot understand the astronomical phenomena like the solar and lunar eclipses.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, ask her another question.
Okay, Malak. You have studied the last lesson about the transmission of water through the soil to the root and stem.
Yes.
Okay? Can you give me an explanation or a definition for the osmosis process? Osmosis process?
Osmosis process.
Yeah? You have studied or not until now?
لا, I haven't studied it.
Okay.
Osmosis process.
It's a process of?
It's a process of transferring water to the planet.
Yeah, transferring water to the plant.
The plant.
From what to what?
From the soil to from the soil to the planet.
From the soil to the plant, Malak, not the planet. Plant. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can add from the soil to the plant from high concentration to the low concentration. Okay? So surely good, Malak. Again, Malak, can you give me definition for the lever?
Lever?
Yeah?
It is a rigid bar that rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum.
Yeah, rigid bar rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum and affected by what?
And affected by two forces. The first one called effort force and the second one called resistance force.
Okay, Malak. Thank you, Malak, very much.
Okay, thank you, Malak من القاهرة.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, Mr. Yasser, let me return back to our lesson.
Yeah, let's go back to our
We have
lesson.
decided that the plant consists of two main parts, which are the root system and shoot system. نشوف مع بعض root system and shoot system. I have a very important picture for the plant. That is the root system. It is under the soil. Shoot system is the part of the plant which is above the soil that contains leaves, fruits, stem, buds, and so on. But the root system, which we will study today, or we had studied today, contains of the main root and the second root or the root hair. Look here. examining the root. The root is composed of a number of layers which are root become من عدد من الطبقات قلنا عليها هم 4 layer which are epidermis layer, cortex layer, xylem or wood layer, and at last pith layer. So we have 4 layer in order in the plant section of the, or in the section of the plant root, which are epidermis, cortex, xylem, and at last the pith. Okay, here I have a cross section of the plant. Number 1, as I said, epidermis. Number 2, the second layer is the cortex. Number 3, the third layer is the xylem. And at last, number 4 is the pith layer. That's the cross section of the plant root that illustrates the structure of the plant root. And also, we have structures that comes out of the root like this, which are called root hair. And we said that root hair has a very short age because it is lost from time to time. Again, epidermis layer, what's the function? It is the external outer layer. Epidermis layer is the external outer layer. Cortex layer, it follows the epidermis layer. It's the last row of the cells in the cortex layer is called endodermis. As we said, endodermis. It's not a layer, هي مش طبقة لكن هي الجزء الأخير من طبقة الكورتكس. Okay, xylem or wood layer, it follows the cortex layer, it follows the cortex layer. Okay, pith layer, the last layer, pith layer is the last layer that follows the xylem layer. So exercise, arrange the following layers from inside to outside. Xylem, cortex, pith, epidermis. Okay, we have here a very important question to arrange the following layers from inside to outside.
Okay, and we've got a caller, Abdurrahman.
Hello?
Hello, Abdurrahman, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine, thanks. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
سؤال only choose the correct answer.
Okay, Abdurrahman, choose the correct answer.
Choose the correct answer.
Yes. Implants.
What, Abdurrahman?
Implants.
Implant, okay.
Yeah, the smeta.
The what?
The smeta.
I can't
Stomata?
understand. Stomata, the stomata, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, stomata.
Are wide.
Are widely spread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spread. Spread on the.
Spread on the
وجايب لي الشوزن.
brackets, okay. Lower, upper.
Lower surface of the leaf.
Okay, lower.
Lower
surface of the leaf,
surface,
okay. Upper surface.
of the leaf.
Okay.
Xylem tissue.
Xylem tissue.
Yes. The root.
The root.
Yes.
Okay. And I add upper layer, Abdurrahman, okay. هنضيف upper layer من عندي أنا. Okay. So again, Abdurrahman, you know what are the stomata?
Yes.
Yeah, the stomata are the opening that is found on the plant leaf to make transpiration process. You know that?
Yes.
يعني السtomata هي فتحات بتعمل عملية اسمها transpiration, which means losing of water فقدان المية. So stomata are widespread on the lower surface, Abdurrahman, not the upper surface. Why? To decrease the transpiration process in sunny or hot days. Okay? So the answer will be the lower layer. Okay, Abdurrahman?
Okay.
So we can see that the plant stomata are widely spread on the lower surface of the plant leaf to decrease transpiration process.
Okay.
And I
Okay,
will explain,
Is that
Abdurrahman.
all?
Mr.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be asked.
You want
Okay,
to be
Abdurrahman.
asked?
Yes.
Okay, Abdurrahman. I have a
Okay.
question here on the monitor now. في سؤال على الشاشة قدامنا Abdurrahman. Arrange the following layers from inside to outside. From inside, take care Abdurrahman, to outside. Xylem, cortex, نشوف مع بعض. Cortex, pith, epidermis. Xylem, cortex.
From inside to outside?
Yeah, from inside Abdurrahman.
From inside.
Which is the last layer?
Epidermis.
No, pith. From inside Abdurrahman. Pith.
Pith.
Yeah.
Xylem.
Xylem, very good.
Endodermis.
No, we have endodermis here. We have no endodermis.
Epidermis.
No, cortex, Abdurrahman, cortex. And the last layer from outside will be epidermis. The last layer from outside will be epidermis. So the answer will be that, Abdurrahman, epidermis, cortex, xylem, pith. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you,
Abdullah.
Abdurrahman. Thank you very much. Mr. Nader, I've got some questions. Let us do them first, please, before
Okay.
the end of the episode.
Okay.
We've got Sharif Khalid. He has a question. He says, a plant carries out transpiration process inside the planter.
Inside planter.
Yeah.
Give reason question.
What would happen?
What would happen? Okay. What
What would happen?
would happen?
Yeah.
Okay. If a plant
Carries out transpiration process
carries out transpiration here, that
inside
means
planter.
transpiration here means losing of water, not
Yeah.
respiration. Okay. We must concentrate, dear students. Transpiration عملية النتح means lose of water. Transpiration process inside a planter. Okay. Imagine that, Mr. Yasser, you are in the bathroom and you have a shower. Okay.
Yeah.
And there is more water and very, very hot water and evaporates. What
Yeah.
will happen on the glass?
It
There
will
be
melt.
Yeah, it will be melt, and it will be condensation of water vapor.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I can see that water vapor
vapor.
condenses. Water vapor condenses because of transpiration process.
Yeah.
Okay? Water vapor condenses because of transpiration process. Okay.
Okay, another question من ليان عمرو، والدة ليان عمرو رانيا كمال بتسأل بتقول mention the type of solar eclipse that occurs at areas B and C.
Yeah.
All right.
I need an image here.
Yeah, we
quickly.
have an image here. All right, I can show you the image. I'm not sure if you can see it.
Okay, I will draw it quickly.
Yeah.
Here is the sun. Okay. Here is the moon, and here is the sun. Here is the earth.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Clever, Mr. Nick.
Okay. Imagine that this is the area of B and the area of C.
Yeah.
In the area of B, we have total solar eclipse. In the area of C, we have partial solar eclipse. Okay. In area of B, we have total solar eclipse. And the area of C, we have partial.
And
partial
another related question,
solar eclipse.
the height of the Hubble telescope is 539 kilometers or 600
It
kilometers.
is approximately 600 kilometers.
600
600
kilometers
approximately. Okay, I have been asked in this question on the Facebook group.
Yeah. Okay, another question, please, from Ahmed Aliou. It says a force of 500 Newton.
Force 500 Newton, yeah.
Yeah, affects a first-class lever.
Yeah.
And its arm of force equals 10 centimeters.
10 centimeter.
The resistance equals 200 Newton.
200 Newton.
And the length of arm of resistance is 20 centimeters.
20 centimeter.
Is the lever balanced or not,
Okay.
and why?
We can calculate the right side and the left side, and if are equal, the lever is balanced. So here, the right side 500 by 10 will be 5,000. The left side will be 4,000. So they are not equal. So the lever is not balanced. The lever is not balanced.
Okay, another question.
It's a very intelligent question about lever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another question from Sharif Khalid. He says a relationship. This is a scientific term.
Yeah.
A relationship that describes how to change the force with change resistance.
Okay, it's the lever law, because if the effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm, it will save effort, and if it's opposite, it will not save effort. So we can say that the answer in this question, it is the lever law.
Yeah.
Okay.
One last question, I guess. يمكن السؤال ده باللغة العربية، معلش وحضرتك ممكن تقوله بالعربي والإنجليش. يتم توصيل الأميتر في الدائرة الكهربية على التوالي، بينما يتم توصيل الفولتميتر في الدائرة الكهربية على التوازي. علل، وده سؤال من عبده سميح.
Ammeter, but I have a surprise after this question, Mr. Yasser. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ammeter is connected in circuit for what? To measure the electric current intensity, as we know. And voltmeter, okay, Mr. Yasser, you are ready for surprise? Is connected in parallel.
Yeah.
In circuits to measure the potential difference You know, the surprise is that this question is not for 6th grade, this question for 3rd grade.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Okay, Mr.
All
Yes.
right. You should have
Okay.
told me. All right, because the questions are
Okay.
written all over the post.
Science, okay. It's
Yeah.
science.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you, Mr.
Nader,
Yasser.
for being with us. And of course, we still have time, and we're going to
Have more
you know,
question and have more review, okay.
everything we've had during this semester. So I'd like to thank you
Thank you,
very
Mr.
much for your efforts throughout the whole year. Thank you, Mr. Nader.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Yasser.
that brings us to the end of this episode, dear students of the 6th elementary grade. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget that the rerun الإعادة is at 6 a.m. الإعادة بتكون الساعة 5 a.m. sorry 5 صباحا. And also don't forget to join our Facebook group على الفيسبوك مدرسة على الهواء ابتدائي وإعدادي طلاب الشهادة الإعدادية. Wait for us. هنرجع لكم بعد نص ساعة من الآن. Thank you all for watching, and until we meet you again, it's goodbye.